Sam Houston State University will be experiencing changes starting this spring. The Johnson Coliseum, which is over 40 years old, will be brought into the 21st century this spring with major renovations. As far as athletics goes, Terry Whitman, the program manager for SHSU facilities, expects that it will help with the athletics department in its recruitment efforts. Work will begin on the Coliseum starting March 31st. The renovations are targeted to be finished by September 1st with limited availability. The Coliseum will be totally completed by the end of November 2016. The renovations affect several activities, including the August 2016 commencement ceremony.
For one, I think the renovations to the Coliseum are very, very important. I think it's a wonderful thing because this Coliseum, is a cornerstone of Sam Houston, and it means a lot to the alumni and to the current students here for basketball and volleyball. I'm glad that the renovations are taking place during this season instead of next fall, where it'll interrupt different things. When freshmen are coming in, and then we have basketball and volleyball season. The one problem about the renovations is graduation. That's going to be hard because having it in here, yes, we're spoiled with air conditioning, but it's more personable having graduation here. I just feel if we have it out on the football field, for example, it's going to be hot. And parents and family members are going to be coming to this graduation, and it's just going to be a whole remembrance of how hot it was in the Texas May or Texas August heat, or that summer heat, instead of, oh, I remember you graduating and walking across the stage. People are going to remember the heat more than they will graduation.
Not only are renovations affecting students in the ceremony, but they're affecting students participating in the ceremony, such as Sam Houston band members.
For graduation, it's a very formal event, and so when you're having to kind of change locations, first off, it throws off the entire event, which graduation by itself is already very confusing just with the logistics. There's so many different things going on, so when one thing changes, especially the venue, you're having to change completely everything. And the ensemble is usually wearing black tuxedos, and it's already just in the Coliseum, you still get pretty hot with everybody in there, and you're constantly playing as a wind player, as a trump player. I have to. It's almost like an exercise playing my instrument. Think about, and it's a wool tux. It's not comfortable. It's going to be very, very hot, and unless they put a canopy over us or something like that, it's not going to be comfortable. And with the Coliseum being a closed-in area, you naturally have the reverb and everything that comes along with it. So it's a little easier. But if you're out in the open, like Bowers, if you think about the marching band, it takes 250 players to be able to play and still be heard across everything in that stadium. And that's just because it's so open. If you've got, and usually the graduation ensemble is no more than 20 or 30 people, for that you're going to have to be mic'd. Everybody's going to have to be mic'd. They're going to have to put it over the speakers, which Bowers doesn't have very good speakers. And there's going to be a delay on everything.
I think it's a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing for many people. You got to do what you got to do.